Dear friends and my students, today I will take excretory system in man. As you are looking in the figure, first slide, excretory or urinary system consists of following parts. 1. Kidney. These are the two kidneys. The kidney's function is excretory organ. Then ureter. Ureters, the ducts which drain out the urine. These are the ureters, two ureters from the two kidneys, which drain urine from the kidneys. Third is the urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder. This bladder, urinary reservoir. It keeps all the urine inside this. And fourth is the urethra. This is the urethra through which the urinary substances are excreted out. So, as you are looking in the figure, the human excretory system. In human excretory system, this was the diagram which I have explained to you. Human excretory system, the excretion, metabolic activities in the body generates many kinds of waste, including nitrogenous waste, which are harmful for the body and hence needed to be removed. Excretion is a process by which these wastes are removed from our body. You must know these are the waste which need to be removed from the body, and excretion is a process by which these wastes are removed from our body. Now if we see here, material excreted, nitrogenous waste. This consists of three things: urea, uric acid and urine. Excess of water in the body is also material required to be excreted, gases and salts. Excess of water is excreted in the form of sweat and some of them in urine. The gases through the lungs and salts are dissolved and then excreted through the urinary waste materials. Now, unicellular organisms remove these waste by simple diffusion, because they are surrounded with the atmosphere, and simple diffusion can work to remove the unwanted or waste materials from their body. But in the human, it is a complex multicellular organism and it has only the skin exposed to outer surface or in the atmosphere, so that will not do the purpose of removing waste materials, and for this special organs are to be needed. And human excretory system, it maintains water equilibrium, pH equilibrium, ionic equilibrium of the blood and osmotic equilibrium. So human excretory system's main things is the maintain water equilibrium, pH equilibrium, ionic equilibrium of the blood and osmotic equilibrium. It helps to excrete out waste product, urea, in the dissolved form from the blood, because blood is present in urea and that has come from the metabolic reactions which are taking place in the cells, and then they are taken to the blood, and in the blood this urea is dissolved in the form of water. It excretes poisonous substances like drugs. Sometimes you take some drugs to prevent you from the disease, and that may be the in excess, so that drug is also thrown into the blood, and blood takes it to the kidney and kidney removes it. Drugs, toxins from the body. It regulates blood pressure by controlling the fluid balance in the body. So these are the 4 points which kidneys perform in the human excretory system. Now you will find how the urine is formed. Each kidney contains many filtration units, and these filtration units are called nephrons. Nephrons are made up of cluster of thin-walled capillaries called glomerulus, which is associated with a cup-like structure called a Bowman's capsule and a long tube which terminates through this capsule. It is in this form. So, the renal artery brings oxygenated blood to the kidneys along with the nitrogenous waste like urea and uric acid and many other substances. Renal artery brings all these things. Blood gets filtered through the glomerulus, and this filtrate enters the tubular part of the nephron. I will show you the diagram where you can see how it filtrates. As this filtrate moves down the tubular part, glucose, amino acids, salts and excess of water gets selectively reabsorbed by the blood vessels surrounding these tubules. Amount of water is also reabsorbed, but this depends upon how much excess of water is there in the body. How much nitrogenous waste need to be excreted. On these 2 points, the amount of water reabsorbed. So the fluid now flowing in the tubular part is urine, which gets collected in collecting ducts of nephrons. These collecting ducts together leave the kidney at a common point by forming ureter. Each ureter drains the urine in the urinary bladder, where it is stored until the pressure of expanded bladder leads to an urge to pass it out through the urethra. This bladder is a muscular structure which is under nervous control. 180 liters of filtrate is formed daily, by only 2 liters is excreted out as urine, so the rest is reabsorbed in the body. This point is important. 180 liters of filtrate is formed daily, but only 2 liters is excreted out as urine, so the rest is reabsorbed by the body. Now, function of nephrons. Nephron, you can see the figure here in nephron, but before that I will explain you the functions. Excretion of nitrogenous waste, and second, to maintain the water and ionic balance, that is osmotic regulation. Excretion in plants. Plants use different strategies for excretion of different products. In the plants there is no kidney, no urethra, no urinary bladder, etc. But they have a different strategies. Oxygen and carbon dioxide is diffused through stomata. Oxygen and carbon dioxide is diffused through stomata. Excess water is removed by transpiration from the stomata. Plants can even lose some of their old parts like old leaves and bark of the tree, where all the waste is collected and then it is thrown out from the body. Other waste products like resins and gums, especially in old xylem cells, which can also be lost by plants. Plants also secrete some waste substances into the soil around them. So this is the structure of nephron, where we will see how the urine is formed and filtrate in this process. As I told you, this is like this structure here. It is your Bowman's capsule. Bowman capsule is like this, and these renal arteries are bringing blood to inside these. These are the renal arteries. They are bringing blood into the glomerulus, and afferent arterioles. They further divide into afferent arterioles, and all the Bowman capsule absorb, or you can say filtration takes place in this place. Glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together called Alphegian body. So this is through the blood, all the waste materials including water, nitrogen substance is filtered, and it is passed to proximal convoluted tubules. These are proximal convoluted tubules, and these proximal convoluted tubules are further engulfed or further surrounded, not engulfed, surrounded by afferent arterioles. These afferent arterioles are surrounding these proximal convoluted tubules. Then reabsorption starts here, and all the necessary things which are unnecessarily filtered through in Bowman's capsule are reabsorbed by these afferent arterioles. Then this is the remaining substance is in the form of urine, which is distilled convoluted tubules and then collected tubules, and these collected tubules finally open into the ureter, and that is connected further to the urethra. Now here, descending loop of Helen's. This is called descending loop of Helen's. You can also write here, and all these are so tubulated and surrounded by the arterioles, so that this may collect all the materials which are unnecessarily filtered here back to the blood, and branch of renal veins collected to the blood stream. This is the structure of nephron, which is sometimes asked in the examination. So first, urine formation involves 3 steps. One is the glomerular filtration. Nitrogen, waste, glucose, water, amino acid filter from the blood into the Bowman's capsule. This is filtered into the Bowman's capsule of the nephron. Now, tubular reabsorption. Now, useful substances from the filtrate are reabsorbed back by the capillaries surrounded by the nephron. As I told you, these capillaries again collect or reabsorb all these useful substances from the tubules. Secretion. Urea, extra water and salts are secreted into the tubule, which open up into the collecting duct and then into the ureter. And in this way, the your urine is filtered through the kidney. Now somebody develop weak function of the kidney, and in that case hemodialysis is done. Process of purifying blood by an artificial kidney. It is meant for kidney failure patients. Those patients which have the kidney failure, they pass through this hemodialysis process. Hemodialysis process is purifying blood by the artificial kidney. It is meant for the kidney failure patients. Now in examination 1 marks multiple choice question can be asked. I am giving you the example of only 2 here. Which is the first enzyme that gets mixed with food in the digestive tract? So 4 answers are given. You have to choose only one. Similarly, opening and closing of stomatal pore depends upon temperature, oxygen, water in guard cells, concentration of carbon dioxide in stomata. So this is the format of your paper. First 14 questions will be asked in this way. Multiple choice question you can say, like energy currency of the cell, maybe out of these ATP, carbon dioxide, AMP or ADP. So he has written AMP or carbon dioxide just to make you confused, and ATP, ADP he has written here. So answer may be ATP. So you must be very much clear about this. Sometimes this types of questions may also ask, fill up the blanks or name the following organs, or matching question may also asked in the examination. I hope you get sufficient information regarding your, what I can say, excretion in plants and excretion in animals, and especially in human beings, is in the syllabus of class 10th. And you can understand shortly. I have given only the short notes and explained them. So I hope you understand it. If you require any further change or further information, you can write in my comment box. You can like it, and I will give you the next slide with your comments, improvement or your questions. Thank you very much.